Guys, Kemi Badenoch just dropped a bombshell. I'm serious. This is something that I feel is so important that I share with you, because you need to know what is happening in the UK. It's going to affect both those who are already in the UK as well as those people who want to come in the future. So if you are in the UK and you don't have your British citizenship yet, or perhaps you are planning to come into the UK, then you need to watch this video till the end. See, when the government wants to introduce maybe stricter rules on immigration, they bring someone that looks like you. Check it out now. They bring someone that looks like immigrants. I'm talking about Rishi Sunak. You know, he dropped his own policies that's affecting a lot of people. And now Kemi Badenoch has proposed 5 bold plans on how she's going to fix the broken immigration system. You know that the UK has been complaining that there are a lot of people coming to the UK and that the net migration is very high. They are proposing ways to cut down net migration. Now, every administration knows that if they want to win the British people over to vote for them, they have to tackle immigration. Now, this proposal is something that when I heard it, as in when I listened to her, I was like, man, Kemi Badenoch, who pooped in your amala? It is so strict. Anyway, I can't wait to share this with you. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition into the UK to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you want to settle in the UK, anything about immigration news, then subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you'll be amongst the first people to know about this video. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. You know what? Let me play this video so that you can listen to what she has to say. This 5-point agenda is really, it is going to take UK immigration to the next level when it comes to being stricter than any other immigration system I've ever seen. Seriously, you need to know how this particular thing affects you in one way or the other. And I'll be sharing my own insights on things you need to do if you want to not get caught up in this system that they're about to create. You know, I always share proposals on this channel. I always share these things with you so that you can prepare yourself ahead when you are making your plans for your future. It changes every single thing. Let's just play this video. Listen to her.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. It's time to tell the truth on immigration and propose real plans to do something about it. I want to reduce immigration and make living here actually mean something. We need to change the way our immigration system works. So I'm announcing that the Conservative Party is going to do the following things differently. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years.
5 years to 10 years. Guys, 10 years. She's doubling the time. Seriously, she's doubling it. So before you apply for your indefinite leave to remain, it has to be 10 years. How many countries have this immigration system? How many countries out there have 10 years? It's a lot. It's really, really a lot. It's not even 6 or 7 or 8. 10 solid years, guys. So if you came in here and maybe you're in the healthcare sector, you're a carer, you're a doctor, nurse, or perhaps, I don't know what aspect of the economy you are contributing towards. They're saying you have to be on that path, skilled worker visa pathway, for 10 solid years. You keep renewing your visa for 10 solid years before you apply for ILR. How bad? I was asking this question initially. Kemi Badenoch, baby girl, who pooped in your amala? Seriously, it's too much now. What do you think about this? 10 solid years, isn't it too much?
2. You will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned.
So you have to be a net contributor. I'm in support of that. If you are in this particular environment in the UK, it means you need to be working. I don't know of any immigrant that is not working, and perhaps some illegal immigrants, because they maybe their paper has not been sorted, maybe asylum seekers, I understand that. But for legal migrants, I don't know of anybody that is not working. And the tricky aspect of this is the part she said that you have to earn a high enough salary. It means that if you came into this country as a care worker, I know that a large percentage of people who came in the last year or 2 years through the health and care sector to take care of the elderly, most of them were carers, and they brought the minimum salary threshold to 23,200. Now, what does that mean? You might spend 10 years as a carer in this country and not qualify for ILR because, I'm just assuming, because there is an amount you should be earning before you get ILR. That's what it seems, unless they're going to create a separate salary threshold for those people who are carers, a separate one for nurses, because the NHS doesn't pay that much. How is it going to happen? Guys, if you are in this country as a carer and you're earning maybe 25,000, 23,200, you need to work very hard for career progression. You need to move to the next level and the next level to increase your pay. If not, you might not be able to bring your family. You might not be able to apply for ILR. That's my interpretation. If I'm wrong, please share with me what you think it means. What does it mean to you? What do you think it means? Because high enough salary before you can apply. Of course, the criminal record aspect, we all know that if you go for your ILR, that's you're applying for ILR, they will not give you, they wouldn't approve it if you have a criminal record. That one is a fact. They won't even approve it if you're applying for a skilled worker visa and some other visas. It's one of the laws. So I think, yeah, she's saying it. Yeah, is something that's already been implemented. Everybody's aware of it, that if you commit any crime in this country, you're not staying. They're not giving you ILR, not talk of British citizenship. Anyway, let's just keep listening.
3. If you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply.
You know that for most of us who are legal migrants, we have this thing on our BRP that says no recourse to public fund. It means that you can't touch anything, you can't even smell it. Anything that has to do with government funded stuff, you should not even touch it. But what she's saying here is that if you touch it, oh my goodness, you cannot even apply for ILR. I know that if you apply for benefits and you get it, that when it comes to your indefinite leave to remain, they won't approve it. I already know that one. I'm sure many other people are aware of this. So I don't know. It might mean that this has to be applied to those people who are seeking asylum. If you're an asylum seeker, you're already on benefit because you're not allowed to work. They're trying to process your papers to know whether you should stay or go or something like that. How would they sort this out? I'm just worried, how would they sort this out? Because there's this long processing time for asylum seekers. They want to work, but they cannot work until they've processed their papers. So if you've got that benefit and you're in social housing, maybe you're an asylum seeker, and then finally you get your papers to work, then you work for how many years? They're saying you work for 10 years. Then after that 10 years, it's time for ILR. Is it that you would submit an application for it and they would deny you because there's at some point in time you actually receive benefits? It's not making sense. I don't know. Maybe once they come into power, that's the Conservatives come into power, they will make a decision about what they want to do about this, how they're going to construct this system so that it makes sense to me. Anyway, let's just keep listening.
4. We will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application.
This is mind-blowing, guys. So they're going to increase the time you're going to apply for your British citizenship by 5 years. So instead of 12 months, you know that once you get your ILR, you can now apply for British citizenship like after 12 months. But she wants to increase it to 5 years. So it will take a total of 15 years, right? You come into the UK as a skilled worker visa holder, you're working for 10 years. After 10 years, you apply for your indefinite leave to remain. Then you have to wait another 5 years before you apply for British citizenship. So a total of 15 years. Guys, help me make this make sense, because how does this make sense? 15 solid years. Oh, and the UK needs laborers, you know, they need people to fill in some skill gaps. They've already opened this aspect, which is the AI option. And they really want the economy to grow. Stating this, will it make Britain attractive for those people who are coming in to help boost the AI sector, the IT sector? Will this actually help? Remember that there's this AI opportunity plan that they have. They want the British economy to be more productive so that they can get more returns. They want to replace some of the laborer aspects of Britain with, you know, automation, AI, so that they are more efficient in what they produce. You know, this country is a service-based country. You know, it's more of a service-based country than a product-based country. Understand the difference between China and Britain. You understand what I'm talking about. So this is really this sounds harsh. It's really harsh. 15 solid years slaving. Oh my goodness. I don't know, is it just me or is it everybody? Can you feel this?
5. If you enter this country illegally or outstay your visa, you will be banned from ever gaining leave to remain or a passport.
Okay, the 5th option is that if you come into the country illegally, you'll be banned. That's full stop, period. That's what you're saying. You can't even get ILR, you cannot even get a passport. I don't know. I know that there are many war-torn countries that many people come from there to come into the UK illegally. I know a lot of things are happening. Nobody knows the situation of every single migrant that comes into the UK. But this is tough, guys. It means that Britain will not be a destination country, even for the manpower they are looking for. Also, it means that if you are from some certain countries, you know, some of our leaders, they don't want to hear word. They are just doing whatever they feel like, you know. They are just messing up the countries. Those places needs to be fixed. You can't... People can't keep migrating, you know. It needs to be fixed, seriously. Bad leadership is just one thing that drives people to relocate, especially when they are in an environment that they have skills, but they cannot use their skills. They can't use it. And just ask anybody that is a migrant around you. They will explain to you the situation. Sometimes you have those skills, you have trained for those things, but you can't use it. And so it forces people to move to another country where they can benefit. But on another note, just think about this. There has been a lot of people coming to the UK. A lot of people came into the UK in the last year and 2 years ago. The system has changed. In fact, COVID facilitated some changes in the way we work, you know. And think of it, the British people are just tired. They are going to support this. I know that some people might say that a black woman cannot become the UK Prime Minister, but these laws are so harsh, and I feel it looks appealing to the British public. I really feel it does look appealing to them. I think that they are not comfortable with immigration, and that the resources already at hand right now, they feel it's not sufficient, because when a large population of people are pouncing on the available resources and is very limited, it means it just trickles down to everybody, even the people in the middle class and the lower class. So it's very difficult for people to actually, you know, feel the impacts of the economy. That they call this a developed country. They don't feel that much. But at the same time, I know that is because there's this skill gap, and this gap has to be filled. For an economy to be productive, people need to work. And I'm not just saying selecting certain jobs. I'm talking about selecting all those jobs. From being a carer, people have to take care of the elderly. These old people have worked so hard, risen to the height of their career, they shouldn't be abandoned in care homes. People need to take that conscious decision of becoming a doctor, because yes, it's hard work to be a doctor, but people need to take up those roles, and come out and take care of people. People need to take in other tough skill gap areas like IT. The evolution of IT is moving so fast, so fast, that people need to feel it fast. Seriously. COVID made it worse. They need people to fill in those AI, data scientists, business analysts, project managers, all those roles, those things that make money for this country. People need to pay taxes, because if many people are old, the only place they can get their money, the money to take care of their pension, is from the young people working. Young people need to work to be able to pay the old people their pension. That is how the system works. So how can you make that happen without immigrants? Please make it make sense. Migrants have to come, especially to do jobs that people who are indigenous in this land don't want to do. They have to come in to do it. If they want to select high earning migrants, what about the carers? 23,200, that's the minimum salary threshold that the government fixed there. So does it mean that when it's time for ILR, they'll be denied? Or they're just forcing you to do something about your situation? You need to change your job role. You need to migrate to another country that is comfortable for you. You need to change maybe pursue nursing or something that will increase your earning. You need to take care of your family. You cannot keep being stuck in one area, just being there, earning poorly, being treated badly. If you listen to the stories of many carers, you will know what I'm talking about. You cannot continue to live like this. This is a wake-up call for everybody, because it could reach your time for ILR and they'll say you're not earning enough, and therefore we will not give you. We feel that you've not contributed enough. I know that this is just a proposal, but this is how most laws come into action. They propose something. Before you know it, the person comes into power. When the person comes into power, before you know it, they change these things. So if you need to apply for ILR, British citizenship, it just tells you that these things might come in the future. And what it means is that you need to submit that application early, because if you if you delay and you get caught up with this, an extra 5 years is no joke. It's no joke at all. Also, it means that if you are someone that is on a post-study work visa and you're just saying, oh, I have enough time, I just started my post-study work visa now, it's just been 2 months in. Do you know that the speed of getting a switch to skilled worker visa could help you so that you don't get caught up in this policy if it ever sees the light of the day? Timing matters. Stick with me for more information. I will keep sharing updates with you, but I want you to know something about living abroad, away from home. Even if you're living in your home country, time matters. You need to work fast. You need to work and be more efficient. You need to get out of being in a stage where you are just earning minimum wage, because money, it might not be everything, but everything needs money. Welcome to my TED Talk, guys. I just felt that I should share this with you. I found this shocking. What are your thoughts? Please, no insults. Nobody should insult anybody in the comment. Just share your thoughts. This is a friendly community. Just share your thoughts on what she just dropped now. What do you think about this? Is this fair? Is this fair? 10 years to get ILR and another 5 years for British citizenship. Does it make sense to you? 15 solid years of your youth. Does it make sense? I know that they don't want people to take advantage of the economy and just rip them off and go off. I know that that is the purpose. The purpose of all these laws is to protect the owners of the land. But I'm just asking you, is 15 years